college degrees based on all of the opportunities that are out here and available to our students.
Oftentimes, as parents, I think we want to protect our kids, but I think one of the greatest gifts we can give them is allow them to experience adversity.
Here are your hosts, David and Danita Bailey.
Hi, welcome to School Days, help from moms and dads of school-age kids, and I am David Bailey.
And I am Hunter Paris.
Wait, I'm sorry, you're
And-
not Danita?
I am not Danita. Once again, I've kicked Danita out of the studio.
Man!
Another kid takeover show.
Yeah, so I am glad you are here today to take over with us, man, and it's summertime, so are you?
Yes, sir.
So what you been doing for the summer?
Just got back on a 7-night cruise. Went to
Must
the
be
Rangers
nice.
game this past Sunday with my girlfriend. Actually passed by the Fishbowl Radio Network on the way there, and I thought I'm going to have a great time on Tuesday, and here we are.
All right. Hey, well, we are really, really glad that you are here today to take over with us here. And I'm going to kind of shoot off the cuff, but you are coming to be a senior this year.
Yes, sir.
All right. So now you are the big man on campus.
Big man on
Well,
campus.
you are already the big man on campus, but you are now the how can I say-
Official.
Yeah,
Official big
as I
man
like
on
to say,
campus.
the biggity big man on campus, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, so you're going to be a senior. Are you still doing your? You're going to come back and do your. You guys, for everyone who didn't catch him last time, he does the. He's the announcer for the basketball games and
sir.
the
Basketball games and soccer games. in
Basketball
high
and
school.
soccer.
And sometimes softball.
softball. What?
I,
How do you? What do you say? And they
now up to bat. And then I say their name, and then if they get a hit, single to right field, and then play the next warm up or walk up song for the next girl.
Okay,
And we
so
just
you're
keep-
kind of like
keep
the
on
hype
doing it.
man.
Kind of low key.
Yeah,
Low-key.
yeah.
Low-key
I'm
the
not
hype
hyping
man.
at a softball game. I don't know. I never.
Yeah, and we lost the game. I only announced one game,
Uh-huh.
and we lost. So
Mm.
I kind of just backed away from that.
Oh,
so.
so they're not gonna invite you back this year?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Yes. So, Hunter, who do we have with us today?
We have. Let me go ahead and give you a quick. Of course,
We have
I
somebody. I
forgot to pull it
promise.
up.
It's not just us, but we probably could do a whole show by ourselves.
We
but
could,
but
yeah.
but we have two
It's all right.
two lovely ladies here
Yes,
who are
ma'am.
ready
Yes,
to
sir.
hit it. So, who do we have with us today?
So our first guest is Joycelyn Seppelin. Joycelyn is entering her junior year at Flower Mound High School. She was the student council president at her middle school and is involved with the Science National Honor Society and initiated and organized the Culture Club at Flower Mound High School. As vice president of the Culture Club, she has led projects to spread cultural awareness. She is also a part of the PSAT school team at her school. She enjoys traveling with her family, cooking, interior design, attending and serving at church, and hanging out with friends. She hopes to attend a prestigious school like Stanford. Gosh, almighty,
Okay. I see you.
to get her
I see Joycelyn.
undergraduate degree.
All right. So
That's a lot.
there's a lot. Very accomplished young lady there.
Yes, sir.
All right, and on the other side we have Maya Dabney, and she is our summer intern. Give a little wave, Maya. Hey. Yes, for the School Days radio show. She completed her freshman year at Mansfield High with a 3.9 GPA. It's like, you're trying to get a scholarship,
oh my
aren't you?
gosh.
She's like, I'm trying to go for free.
I couldn't dream of that.
I know. Well,
Jeez.
so, and she will begin her sophomore year in the fall. In her free time, she loves to sing. Maybe we'll have her sing later. She's like, you better not. You better not. And is the historian of her school choir. Other activities include golf. She represented her freshman class as a member of the Mansfield ISD Superintendent Advisory Council. Outside of school, Maya is a member of the Arlington chapter of Jack and Jill of America, Inc., where she now serves as the corresponding secretary. What is the corresponding secretary, Maya? What is that?
So we have meetings, and I'm the one who sends out information. We use GroupMe to kind of keep everyone in touch, and I'm the one who sends out information on what events are coming up or like when meetings are, like what time to be there.
Oh,
so.
man.
All right. That sounds sophisticated. Yes. And the Psi Theta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Sorority Incorporated, the Alkalite Youth Group. And she's also an active member of New Life Fellowship Church in Arlington. You know, your pastor was my grader on my final paper when I got my master's degree. and he gave me a C plus. I was a little salty. Yeah, I worked hard on that paper too. But I just had a new baby. So anyway, I still love you, Pastor Pugh. I still love you, Pastor Pugh, if you're listening. And then after high school, Maya plans to go to college, and she is interested in majoring in mass communications with a minor in music. So we are so glad you two ladies are here today. And Hunter,
Yes,
you here?
sir.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's
I'm
stretch.
always ready.
Let's
Come
stretch.
on.
Yes. All right, finger
Stretch
roll.
out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I got to keep up with y'all because
All right.
I am not as young as you guys. So, first question, and this is an at-large question for all of you: is how old? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we are talking about social media today. I don't think I even mentioned. Did I even mention what we're talking about today? No. All right. I'm sorry, everybody. Yes, I'm not as structured as my wife, Danita. Who's probably rolling her eyes at me right now because she's in the other room. However, yes, today is about social media. And so we are going to talk about the challenges of social media. And also I want to also say that it takes a village. And if you hear a great parenting tip or nugget of advice, share it with your parent friends or your classmates today. Facebook it, Instagram it, tweet it, and link it in, and add the hashtag School Days Show and hashtag I am school dazed. So, we're going to jump right on in. And
And also, we would like you to be a part of the show. If you have any questions or comments, give us a call at 214-431-5062.
all righty. So, everybody, how old were you when you started with social media, and how did you start?
Man. I know
Anybody?
I know exactly when I started.
All right,
I can start.
go ahead.
If you'd like me to. Well, the reason I got social media was because I got my first phone. I believe I was actually 10, about to turn 11 when I got my
Okay.
first phone. It was an
Uh-huh.
iPhone 4, and so I thought I was hot stuff. with the
I
new
just got rid
iPhone
of that
4.
about a year and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For real.
I thought it was hot stuff with the iPhone 4. And my dad let me get Instagram. And I remember the first ever Instagram post I had was a selfie of me in the mirror with the hoodie on, with the hashtag about to go to Texas Roadhouse. I'll never forget that for as long as I live. I've had different Instagram accounts since then, everything, but I'll always remember the Texas Roadhouse post.
That's some serious business right there.
That is some serious. Some state got the work. Let's just say that.
Man, there was a cow that died. And
He died. He died for
right, he died
10-year-old
well.
pleasure.
Yeah. All right, ladies, how about you guys?
I remember I was for most social media. I think they have like the age like you're supposed to get it at. I got them at that, so it was 13. I remember for my 13th birthday, I got Snapchat,
Oh yeah.
and then later that year I got Twitter, and I just recently got Instagram like a couple weeks ago.
Oh man.
So
Okay.
I'm still like
So-
a little new to that.
So you're new on the scene of that. Okay. All right. How about you, young lady, Miss
I
Joycelyn?
got social media at 11, I believe, and my first one was Facebook because
Oh.
my parents thought Facebook was a lot better than Instagram.
Well, it is.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was not allowed to get Instagram until I think I was like 12. And I begged for that one because only my friends had Instagram. And so I was only talking to parents on Facebook, and that wasn't very good.
I just now got Facebook this past week. What? And
I don't have
I just now
Facebook.
got it because I'm gonna be honest, it's an old people.
Hey, watch it. Watch it, young man. Watch it, young
I hate to
grasshopper.
say it. I hate to say it.
Hey. Yes. Well, I didn't really get on the scene until, gosh, I'm dating myself. I feel like I'm the old sage here. Until 2008 when I got on Facebook, and
There you
you
go.
know it was still kind of in the earlier stage of it as well. But you know, of course, gosh, I hate saying this. When I was your age, I hate saying it. But when I was your age, we didn't have any of that stuff. It
Right.
was the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was your social media.
I couldn't do that. I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
Yeah, and then for
Be
me,
hard.
it was hard, you know, to try and you have to, you know, call if you want to call a girl, you know. Yeah, it was quite, yeah. So, yeah, flashbacks. Anyway, but it's just not a problem. Let's keep on moving here. All right.
Next question we have: what are pros and cons of social media? pros and cons of social media. Now, pros, I can definitely answer. It gives you an ego boost, I could say.
Talk to me about that.
Like, so if you post a picture on Instagram and say I get 150 likes, it's going to boost my ego a little bit.
Do you think does it validate you?
Now, me personally, I really I used to care about that all the time, but it can, like, to some people it does validate, especially with females.
But-
I'm not trying to throw any shots here.
Pump the brakes. Hold on.
I'm not trying to throw any shots here.
Okay, ladies, agree or disagree?
I think in contrast to
You're
that,
speaking for all young people in America right now. So what do you have to say?
That's a lot of pressure.
No pressure.
I think in contrast to that, if you don't hit that 150 likes, you feel bad about
You're
yourself.
going to feel bad about yourself.
Really? Why?
So-
What did I do wrong?
I personally don't. I mean, I haven't posted on Instagram like a year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
but I know that my friends, you're used to hitting that quota, I guess. And so when you don't, you feel like, oh, maybe they didn't like this picture, or was it a bad picture, or am I losing like fake friends, your
Yeah,
Instagram
exactly.
friends?
Wow.
No, I
So-
definitely feel that.
So, Maya, how do you feel about that? Is this where does 150 number come from? Is this some arbitrary number that someone said this is the standard of
That's
what
just-
friends like of validation comes at 150 or something like that?
I
or-
guess like it's just what you're used to. Like I personally don't really have a say in this because I don't post on Instagram. Like my
Okay.
Instagram is empty. But I can see where it comes from if you're used to getting a certain amount of likes or like retweets, like with anything. And it's like if that doesn't happen, you're like, okay, what could I have done better? Like
Right.
what happened with this post?
Right.
So
You know, and actually, I have a confession. I kind of feel the same way. Like, I'll put a post up. No, mine's on Facebook now. I'm not on.
Right.
I don't get Instagram and all the other stuff, but I put a post up, and I just knew I killed it. I was like,
Yeah.
then you wait.
yeah,
Does not happen.
it just doesn't come
I-
through.
I know that
Right.
feeling.
Right, and then I'll put something random and silly up, and like I get a whole bunch of likes. I'm like, really?
Exactly.
You like that?
Exactly.
So yeah, okay.
That's kind of frustrating.
It is.
It is
You
frustrating.
feel like you gotta kind of step up your posting game. You know.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So now, why is it important to watch what you post on social media? Why is it important to watch what you post?
Because it'll be there forever, and
Mm.
even if like you take it off, if it's bad enough or if it's interesting enough, somebody could have screenshotted it. You know, it's still in the archive. Like it's there.
Yeah, and like your social media is kind of a reflection of you and how
true.
many people see you. So if you're posting things you wouldn't want to like in person have someone be like, "Oh, you're like this, then you shouldn't be posting it."
Right.
So
I agree with that. You know, what am I trying to say here?
I don't know.
There's a lot of people there's like a lot of professions that deep dive into people's social media and look at their background checks, and that's part of their background check is looking at the social media.
Oh yeah.
And I know friends that have been denied jobs for
Personal friends of yours?
I wouldn't call them friends.
Okay.
But I know people
Okay.
that have been denied jobs because of their social media. So you definitely got to watch out what you put out there, and I definitely try to do the best that I can out there.
Yeah, I know. People look, and I see stuff of people. Like you see people in person, you're like, oh yeah, that's cool. You on their profile, I'm like, oh my.
yeah, it'd be a whole
Oh
different
Lord.
person.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Right.
Good. Oh my.
Yeah.
So I know for me, my thing is I pretty much only post about a few things. I talk about my Lord. I talk about my wife and I'll share something about my wife and my kids. And anyone who knows me, they'll validate this. And my Pittsburgh Steelers. That's pretty much it. Oh yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I get a lot of trash talking from people about it. But that's, some things maybe I'll deviate a little bit, but for the most part, because man, I'm not doing anything crazy behind the scenes. But so it is
Sure.
important because it can come back. I've seen people and posts and people who were going to do a hosting of a show, and they post from 5 years ago came back up, or an athlete or something. And I heard a guy who just got got accepted into Harvard and just got it revoked
Oh, I heard about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
And
That's bad.
you know, because he posted something crazy, you know, and you
do it.
think you're cool in the moment, but you know, it really can't
Comes back to
come
haunt
back
you.
to bite you.
people can screenshot that thing, and you may
Right.
even delete it. And if you screenshot it, and then they have it forever, and they can just,
Yeah.
oh wait,
And that happens all the time with athletes. Like they'll post something after a game if they're really upset, and they'll immediately delete it, and it'll be all over.
Too late.
You know, ESPN,
Yeah.
Bleacher Report, all that crap.
oh
So,
yeah, absolutely,
definitely got to watch what you post.
yes.
Next question: how can past social media posts come back to haunt you? I think we kind of
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we
talked
did.
about
Right,
we
right.
kind of just did.
Yeah,
cover
we
that.
were just anticipating that question. yes. All right, let's go on to the next one.
The next question is: what is social media modesty?
Was it like how you dress, or I mean, what?
I mean, I feel like that's like what you feel comfortable posting. Like for me, I feel comfortable posting like pictures of myself, but I don't like posting 24/7 or like my emotions or what I'm feeling, because I know people who post like if they're mad, you know they're mad. Or if they're sad, you know they're sad. And I just don't feel comfortable doing that. So
Okay.
Well, I think it is very different, like comparing it to Facebook and Instagram. So like you say, on Facebook you post your kids and all this stuff, but I feel like on Instagram, people our age don't really post their families because that's not looked at as like interesting,
Yeah.
and then you don't get the likes.
That's
and
like
all
whack,
that stuff.
right?
Exactly.
And
Do people say whack anymore?
Oh yeah, I say that.
yeah.
That's whack. Whack. Okay,
Yeah.
that's dating
Certain
myself here.
people.
Okay, just certain people my age or mid 40s people. Anyway, all right.
And I feel like nowadays, if a girl puts a picture in a bikini versus like a picture with her family, the picture in a bikini's tend
Oh
to
yeah.
get more likes.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
Because the
does.
family, that's like you're a loser if you're hanging out with your family, right?
Exactly. That's how it's. That's how I'm not agreeing with that. I'm just saying that's how it's viewed throughout society.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing. They don't really have a life to hang out with mommy and daddy, huh?
And it's bad because like I'll post a picture like flexing on top of my car, and it'll get more likes than a picture with me and my grandma. Like,
Right.
is the picture of me posing on my Honda Civic like really better than me with my grandparents?
Right.
So,
Or, I was feeding the homeless and,
yeah. And that,
2 likes.
Actually, honestly, if you like, because I remember I posted one time about giving back to the homeless. It got a lot of likes.
Did it?
Uh,
Oh,
Makes me
okay.
look like a good guy.
Yeah.
And I was single at that time, so I was trying
Oh,
to show
so
the
you,
females that
ladies, look, and I serve the community too.
And then it finally got me on. So
I remember that post you had, and I was like, I gotta get to know this.
you're such a nice guy.
That's so funny.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
I think as far as what you say, the words you say, being modest in what you are saying to and about people. Also, how you, as you said, how you present yourself, how you look. Because if you looking like, hey, I'm the man, or ladies like, hey, I'm available. Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, look. Come on, don't look at me like I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I'm talking about. But if you're, just kind of letting everything out there with your words and how you carry yourself and how you dress, you're gonna have a certain stigma that's kind of attached to you.
Yeah.
And then that becomes who you are, and it may not be who you are. And sometimes I think maybe even people hide behind social media.
Oh, definitely.
They front on things just to. Anyway, yeah, we'll get into that a little bit later. Yeah,
We
yeah,
can, because I
yeah.
got some stuff to say about that.
All right. My cars keep dropping. I'm not good at this. Anita, whenever she does it, is always
Card holder.
perfect. Yes. All right. So, why is it important? Why is it important to be modest in social media?
I think people can, if they're not modest, they can be viewed as annoying. Because I know a girl, she posts every day on Instagram.
Every day.
It's like
That's a lot of work.
it's
Yeah.
I don't know about all that. And her captions are just not on point.
Oh.
How you gonna post if your caption's not on point?
That's kind of
If you're
shady.
posting every day, I feel like you'd run out of things to say.
I
Yeah.
know.
That's true.
So, okay, help me here. I'm kind of dating myself.
Are you-
So what is on point captions? Like what?
So
what qualifies as being on point?
So if you got like a fire caption, you got it cooked up. First off, if it's a good picture, you're already going to get likes. So you don't really have to have the best caption. But if you got a picture you're kind of iffy about, you got to make sure you have a good caption about.
But give me an example. I have no idea what you're talking. I have
So,
no
like-
idea what you're talking about here.
So usually when I post on Instagram, it's usually a picture with me or me and my friends, and it's always like a hip hop lyric or a rap lyric.
Yeah,
Okay.
song
And
lyrics are the way to go.
Yeah, song lyrics are the way to go.
Okay, give
for
me an
sure.
example. Give me one you've hit up lately.
Let me look at my Instagram right quick. Because I got some.
He's literally pulling up his Instagram right now.
Follow
ladies
me
and
at
gentlemen, if you-
HH Paris.
Oh,
I'm trying to boost my followers.
trying to get some
there.
followership here.
But here's a picture of me and my friend.
Okay,
Rabov is his name.
Okay, so people who are now watching us on Facebook Live,
Right.
he's flexing right now, arms crossed, looking quite hard
Look at-
for the camera.
You already know. And the caption is posted on the block with them hot boys. Now, I'm not sure what the backstory is, what the rapper's really trying to say there, but I take it as posted on the block with the hot boys, and I'm looking hot,
And you're a boy?
and I'm a boy, so
Hey, you gotta
Come
match the
on now.
caption with your
Oh, Lord have mercy, you cracking me up out there.
exactly. So,
Man, I'm learning a whole lot today.
and then,
Well,
Hit it.
nowadays it's a whole lot harder because everybody posting on Instagram lately is taking photo shoot quality photos.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like,
bad.
actually hire people for photo shoots or hire their friends to take photos of them, and then you're like, I just can't compete with that.
Yeah, and they go to like
Right.
these cool places and they have the great backgrounds and it's like
Like
I wanna do
Instagram
that.
models. Like,
yeah.
Instagram, is that a thing?
that's
Oh,
an
yeah,
actual
Instagram
like job.
models,
You can
yeah,
get paid
you-
for that.
Yeah.
Like money?
Yeah.
Yes.
you post pictures of your
And
Yeah,
they
you
make-
can endorse brands
they
and
make
they'll
six-
send you money.
They make 6 figures a year, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
6
like an
figures a
actual
year?
job.
Danita, I think I found my calling.
You gonna be an Instagram model?
Yeah, I started doing push-ups again last week, so I'm gonna just keep on going
There you
and
go.
say, married and fly. Is fly still a word?
yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Kind of.
Dope,
I feel like people don't
Dope.
say
Dope.
that.
I say dope.
Dope.
All the time.
You
Hey,
say that's dope?
Hey, that's dope. Yeah.
fresh.
No.
No.
That's all right.
Okay, fine. All right. So anyway, yeah. So I keep on flexing. So you can legitimately make a living
Yeah.
just posting and
I mean, there's millionaires on there from that.
Oh yeah.
millionaires.
Yes.
You
And
can
they
make
got-
a ton of
like,
money from this.
So what they usually do is, if you're a good-looking woman,
Yeah.
you're on Instagram, you can become an Instagram model, and then eventually, if you're smart enough, you'll branch off into like YouTube,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
like streaming or something like that, and they make some money because there's a lot of guys out there that think
Like
women
like
are
the ladies
pretty.
that look the way that they do.
Yeah, and
Well,
these
Yeah.
they become like semi-celebrities from
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
these
they're
brands are
called
looking for people like
Eventually,
to promote.
some of them are social media influencers, become
Uh-huh.
that and go that route, and YouTube and
Yeah.
all of that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It's a whole like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
Wow. Yeah, this industry was not around when I was your age. So, one day you're going to be able to make faces in front of a camera and have people pay you to make faces in front of a camera with a
Right.
little phrase that doesn't have any major significance in life.
And 10 million hashtags under
And
the post.
right, and this and the number sign is going to become this thing called a hashtag. If you'd have told me this 20 years ago, like, really? Anyway.
If you
Yes.
use, if you use hashtags, you're more like if your account's not private, you're more likely to get likes.
Yeah.
Because like
Oh.
people can search up hashtags and then like they'll look at the post that have the hashtags. On
Yeah.
They'll see you post, and if
Yeah.
they like the post, they double tap.
Right. Yeah. I know Danita's always talking about this threshold of people liking our foundation page. And and she does it herself. She'll track. Okay, man, I lost 3 people.
For real.
Right, and she's quite salty about it too. And so I guess I kind of get it, but all right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
Moving on. Does use of social media cause sleep deprivation?
Talk to me.
Yes.
Okay, elaborate.
Well, if you're on your phone all night, social media has so many rabbit holes that you can fall down so easily.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I'm just going to go on for 10 minutes, and you scroll onto this page, and then it leads to something else.
Right.
And then, especially if you're on what is that, like the stuff featured for you on Instagram?
Yeah.
So
like
so
on
what
YouTube
is that?
too. It's
So what is the feature stuff? What's so special
It
about
tracks
it?
what you look at basically and what you would like, and,
And then they
has a whole
shove
page
it
of
in your
stuff.
face.
yeah, it gives you more stuff kind of related to that you might like, and the more you look at, the more it'll give you.
And you just
So,
keep scrolling
yeah.
down through everything.
Okay, all right. So,
I would definitely agree that social media keeps me up at night. Like last night, it's more like YouTube and like
YouTube,
That's
Uh-huh.
what mine is.
the
That was-
autoplay, that's a mess.
I was up till 2 in the morning last night on my phone.
2 a.m.
Like you'll
Well,
find
I was
a
on
video you
Xbox
like,
until 1.
and just keep
and
going.
then I finally.
Okay, all right. So this is our secret, just the 4 of us in here, right?
Yes, sir.
And our 30,000 monthly listeners who listen to us every month. What is the longest amount of time you have ever personally spent in any one sitting flipping through your phone? Be honest.
Including YouTube or not?
'Cause
Everything.
YouTube takes you down.
Everything.
Including
Okay,
YouTube?
then
Oh.
probably
Everything.
Hours.
What? With
No.
60 minutes?
No.
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 Hours.
Like
Or-
maybe like 4 to 5.
Hours?
If you're on YouTube, you can
Yeah,
get caught up to like
YouTube.
Yeah.
50 long minute videos.
In one sitting.
Because
I
it'll
bet
just
I
keep
bet I've done that
recommending you
before.
videos, and it's
At
like
night
if you like
is
it.
when it gets you. When nobody's bothering you, you don't have to
Right.
do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm.
I
But what's your
remember
record?
Probably 7.
That's like a day.
That's a whole. That's like a
so
whole work
slow.
day,
Let
man.
me give you some backstory. I started at like 10 and ended
AM?
at 5. Or no.
Oh, PM.
I remember there's this video series on YouTube, and I could not stop watching it. It's like Netflix binge, and I
Yeah.
started at like 8 at night, and I didn't end until 7 in the morning, so 11 hours, and it was all on my phone.
Wait. Didn't you just say 7 hours?
Yeah.
So you added
He
four
went
more,
from 7
four
to
more hours?
11.
I was talking about a different time. I totally forgot about binge watching this series on YouTube. Like
11
And it was a
hours?
school
It's
night.
like you. Or
Wait, I'm
Netflix,
sorry.
though.
Wait, hold on.
This
so-
is like 7th grade. This is a long time.
So you watched something all night and then got up and went to school?
Yep.
I slept for 15 minutes, and then I cried on my way to school.
Oh.
You cried.
I was not I was so mad.
You cried.
Well, I cried because the series ended, and it didn't end like the way I wanted it to.
Oh.
And the guy didn't get with the girl, and I was pretty upset.
Oh man. So did that mess you up all day long?
And it did. And like the couple in real life, they married, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so cool." And then they divorced a year later, so I was like,
Oh.
that
Man.
sucks. But I don't care.
Life is serious. this is some serious business here.
All right.
So, me being, this is an educational show. How has sleep deprivation? If you haven't listen to our show on sleep. We just did. You guys listen to our show on sleep?
I did not.
We did a whole episode on sleep and how the lack of sleep impacts learning. So check it out, young people. Know everybody else.
I got you.
But how does it impact your ability to? If you're staying up late, how does it impact your ability to learn when you go to school the next day?
I feel like a lot of times you get used to it. Like you go to high school and you can tell when
Right.
people have not slept, but they'll just function like it's normal.
Oh my.
Yeah, they'll come in with their big giant
It's
cup of
bad.
coffee and they're good.
Like, I had a computer class
Uh-huh.
first period this year, and my friend Jason, he sat right next to me. He would play on this Star Wars game on his computer with guys from Australia, and they'd play all night until 6 in the morning. And he'd come to school. This happened like the last 5-6 weeks of school. He'd come to school and he'd just sleep first period.
Yeah.
And he ended with like an 82 and like a elective. Like, how do you even do that, dude? Like, it's just an
Wow.
elective.
If you get a good teacher, you just like half sleep, half listen.
Talk to me about. I'm fascinated. Talk to me about this.
I feel like you have to kind of learn when you can get it in. Like if
Get
you-
what in?
Like,
Sleep?
Well, not sleep, but just like where you can chill out and you're not like doing anything.
Right.
Because if you're tired, you're not gonna want to do anything. So there's certain times when it's like, oh, I'm not doing anything, or oh, this class I just have a free period. Like you can just chill out.
Exactly.
Free period as
Yeah.
in like a study hall free period, or as in
Just
a,
like the
we're not
teachers
doing
doing
a
anything
slacker
today.
class, or a teacher that's not
Pretty
really.
much.
Oh, like a teacher that's not really teaching
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
And you know that you're gonna be good either way. Class.
I had a coach
Oh.
for my third period this year. I slept probably the last 3-4 weeks of school. I slept in his class.
I'm sorry. What? Literally?
Like I like put my backpack down and I slumped. Like I was out.
English is a great class to sleep in.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I can't. I fall behind too bad. No.
Well, 'cause English, they don't really teach you unless it's like a grammar day. It's more reading assignments and stuff like that. So if you get it done after school and you accidentally fall asleep for 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Okay.
What?
No, I would never do that.
Not,
I'm just
not
saying
you
other
personally,
people.
just hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen.
So, and the teacher just let you sleep?
It just depends on the teacher. You just gotta learn.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you've been getting a lot of homework and stuff like that. If it's a busy time of the school year, sometimes they'll just like ignore it a
Ignore
little
it?
bit.
Catch up days.
But
what
if
they
it's
call it.
every day for like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
I feel like they would say something.
And something that'll really make me mad is when it's like a catch up day and like people are trying to catch up and I actually have to catch up on something when I could just like be sleeping. Like,
Yeah.
that makes me upset.
We have a period after second, like it's like 30 minutes of just, we call it advisory. It's like study hall. And so this past year I had it after my geometry class and we took a lot of notes in that class. And sometimes the notes would be like 6 pages long.
Nope.
And you could tell people were checked out by the end of the class and that bell rang and their
no
head
way.
hit the desk.
Oh,
It
no.
was, yeah,
Math
that's when people
class
catch
is
up on their
so
sleep.
So, but you,
hard.
Maya, I know you went back and looked
Yeah,
at
I
all
went
those
and did all
notes.
my homework and yeah.
Yeah, every single day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say classes like math class, teachers need to work on like engaging more or giving you a break because half of the
Right.
people fall asleep. When they're
Yeah.
lecturing for an hour and a half and they've been up till 12 at night doing homework and the lights are off, you're good. Okay, sorry, personal experience. You're gonna fall
Oh,
asleep.
so she's gonna get a little personal here. Oh, I get it. What?
And you're at Flower Mound, so
Yes.
you have the block schedule?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
no
we do.
way, dude. That
Well,
would
so how long is that?
kill
What, 90
me.
minutes?
yeah,
Oh, no way, dude.
an hour and a half. It's long.
My classes are 50 minutes.
Oh
That's
yeah, we
so
have the block
nice.
schedule.
It's nice. Y'all have the block schedule, too?
Yeah.
No way, man.
Hour and a half long classes, you need a break if they're gonna lecture the whole time. It
Yeah.
doesn't work.
And we have, like,
Oh.
that's why I love my high school, because we have an hour lunch. It's called
Oh,
mega
wow.
lunch. We have
I'm going
an
to
hour
the
for
wrong
lunch.
school. I'm close to Argyle too.
You should
so-
come. It's
Actually,
good
Argyle's just right up the way
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
you.
it is.
Yeah. This is fascinating. I'm almost about to chunk these questions to the side and just kind of
Trying
go
to
down
calm
this
down.
rabbit trail here. But before we do that, if anyone would like to call in, please call us right now live at 214-431-5062. We would love to take some of your questions. I know I'm learning a whole lot here myself about
I want a caller,
this
man.
whole world.
Last time we didn't get a caller.
Yes.
I want a
Yeah.
caller. Come
Yeah.
on now.
I would say for parents out there, check in on your kids' sleep. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, don't be too controlling, especially when they're in high school or getting older, because that could make them rebel.
Got a
got a
caller.
caller.
Hey.
It's a caller.
I'm worried this is going
We
to be one of my
have
friends.
a call. I bet you it is.
Gotcha.
Okay, you hit that.
Gotcha. Here we go.
Hi, welcome to School Days, help for moms and dads of school-aged kids. Who are we talking with today?
Parker.
Hi, Parker. Hunter is cheesing and blushing hard right
It's one of my
now.
childhood best friends. Parker
Hey,
Lansing.
Parker. Hey, glad you called in. So, what do you like to say, or what question do you have for us today?
I just want to know, like, with the sleep deprivation, like, do y'all do that a lot, or is it like just like once in a while, you know? Because I know I'd be streaming Big Greasy videos all night trying to fall asleep.
no. Oh, no.
Yes, Parker, I never met you, but you sound like you're sleepy right now. Hey, Parker, how late did you go to bed last night?
I'd probably say 4. That's my average on.
4 in
Average?
the morning.
No, sir.
Yes. All right. So
A good night of sleep is like 3 to 6 hours, you know? We got to be
Oh,
pumping.
night.
No way. No.
Hey Parker, have you listened to our episode on sleep? Is this your first time checking us out?
This is my first time checking y'all out.
Okay.
I listened to a little bit of the last school days, but this
Yeah.
is my first time actually like listening.
All right, cool. Yeah, so if you go to schooldayshow.com and go to our archives, we have a whole episode on sleep, and no, for real, and how it physiologically affects you and your ability to learn. So I'd like you to check that out. But anyway, enough about me. Guys, what
Back to the question.
back to the question.
So for me, I think this is very important. because this has nothing to do with social media, which is a choice. I get a lot of homework. I am in mainly AP classes. And so that homework keeps me up usually till about 12 at night. And I work on it. Like, I'm not procrastinating.
Yeah.
I work on it. And that, you just don't, when you have to wake up at 6 in the morning, that's not a lot of sleep, especially if you're watching social media 2 hours after you get in bed at 12. So it's pretty much during the school year, you just sleep deprived the whole year throughout.
Wait, so do you still get in a little fix after you're done with your work just to kind of wind down for a minute?
Yeah. I do
Now,
go on social media.
a little bit is how long for you?
Well, I like to tell myself, like, you separate the schoolwork and the night, like, going to sleep. So I give me, like, 15 minutes, but that usually turns into, like, an hour.
So it's legitimately 1 o'clock in the morning before
Yeah.
you're... And do you go right to sleep, or does it still take some time to wind down after that?
I can't wind down right after I do homework because my brain just is on it still, especially if it's, like, a project or something. Or
Yeah.
if I'm studying, I cannot go to sleep. So... You after social media, I usually can because I fall asleep watching YouTube.
That's some serious watching. If you don't going to sleep, knocked out, drool, with the phone in front of you, that's some serious commitment there.
You have to, I guess, regulate it. Like, you know what your body needs. Like, if you need sleep, you need to force your body
But
to
do
go to
you?
sleep.
Check out our sleep episodes. You think you know what you need,
But you don't.
Yeah, but you don't.
I'd
See,
say go ahead.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I can't hang. Like, when I need to go to sleep, I sleep. Like,
What time is that for you, Maya?
I think the latest, maybe, like, I'll crash around, like, 12:30. That's the
Oh,
latest.
that's so good.
So, like,
That's
during
good?
the year, I was going to sleep at, like, 9:30, like, because I was getting a lot of sleep, and I was still so tired all the
Start
time.
of the school year is when you sleep probably the most.
Yeah, because you don't have as much homework.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing left. There's really not much to do yet, and just kind of easing it. First 2 weeks, I'm not gonna lie. The first 2 weeks of school is a joke.
Yeah.
It really is. But then you hit about week 3, you kind of get into a week 2. Week 1 is just kind of welcome, and then week 2 you hit it. So all right. Anyway, I'm talking too much here. Parker. So what are your thoughts on all this?
I just like I work, so I get off school around 4. I drive to work till 9, and then I have homework for them, and sometimes it can be like 2 to 3 to 4 hours. So then I'll like finally be able to wind down around 1. So that's why I have such a messed up sleep schedule.
Wow. How many hours a week do you work?
I work during the school year, probably I'd say 20 to 30 a week.
That's quite a bit, man. That's a lot of work. And have you been able to maintain your grades?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Still on that AB honor roll.
Wow,
Yes, sir.
you are the man. And you still have time to put it in with the social media, huh?
Yes, sir.
And he's not even gonna flex his state calculus championship, I guess.
Oh,
State calculus champ. So what is that, Parker?
I won state accounting UIL.
Oh,
my bad,
accounting.
my bad.
Okay, wow. That's awesome, man. So what does that get
Thank
you?
you.
Does that get you a what? A scholarship or a recognition that you can put on your resume, or what does that do?
I don't know. It's just like I started. My brother did it when he was in high school, and I'm like, oh, it sounds fun. I'll do it. I like the teacher. And then it's just cool being a state champion, like, because I always get
I'm not a
injured.
state
I
champion.
can't do sports.
Did you put that on social media?
I don't know if I did. I don't think I did.
Why, man? See, so stuff that matters. Like I'm the state champion
Right.
in accounting, and what do you feel like? Do you feel like people think that's kind of whack, or what, a loser, or a chump, or what? Do people still say chump?
I mean, I always just
No.
keep it. 'cause,
No.
Like, you don't want to show all your cards, man. You got to be able to flex something at some point.
Right, that's true. And he's not flexing a state championship, but I won a 3-on-3 basketball tournament on a Royal Caribbean ship, and I'm flexing that all over social media.
Well, I can see you
It's a
doing
tale of
that.
two different people, So
Yeah. Wow. Well, man. Parker, man. Hey, I appreciate you calling in,
Thank you,
and keep it up. Use this discretion with how much time you use. I really encourage you. I keep saying this to listen to our sleep episode. It'll be really eye opening for you. I got convicted to listen to it. Anyway, all right, hey, well, thanks for calling in, and
Thanks,
keep listening, okay?
All right, thank y'all. Have a nice day.
All right,
too,
thanks.
Mark.
Bye bye.
Now you know he's a Green Bay Packers fan, right?
He's a Packers fan.
Oh yeah. You know what the Packers and Steelers did over there? In
Oh
2011?
yeah, see here they go. See, people are trying to slide in here. You know, man, that was painful. That was
That,
painful.
that must have sucked.
Yeah.
And then in 2012, Big Ben came and threw a pick six to end the game.
Oh yeah,
Against Cowboys. That was-
yeah.
that was
So we
good.
still have more Super Bowls than the
Okay.
Cowboys, and
Okay,
yeah.
that's-
So let's.
Quick
So
flex.
now he wants to change subjects. Anyway, all right. Social media that. All right. So hit it, Park. I mean, Hunter Stack.
Oh,
One of your
no,
friends. Yeah.
not Parker.
Yeah.
Do you find that social media makes it easy to procrastinate and get distracted from academics? Yes.
Yes.
100%
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
100%.
I know we a little bit talked about that. So talk to me about that some more. Do you do it before? Like you get it in before, or you get it in after?
Before, middle, after.
Before, middle, after, and during?
when I was younger, I would do my homework as soon as I got home, and then as I got older, I was like, I just do it later, and then it's like 12:30 at night. And I got to do this paper.
I do it. Well, okay, so I get out of school, and then my last period is golf for practice.
Uh-huh.
And depending on what we're doing, like, we could get out really late. So I get home, I'm tired, and I just want to chill.
Yeah.
So that's when I do it, and then I'll start on my homework.
Yeah.
And so, how long is that chill time?
It depends on what we do, because sometimes, like, practice will end at, like, 3:15, and sometimes coach will be like, okay, we're playing 18 today, it'll take 5 hours, and then I'll get
What?
home, and it's, like, 7:30. Like,
No.
So
Uh-huh.
it just depends on what we're doing and how tired I am. But
So you get on for how long,
um,
Miss Maya?
I'd say an hour and a half, and then I'll try and like get
Wait,
back into my work.
So around 8:30, quarter to 9, then you're just starting to hit your work.
Well, it depends on what I have, cause like I had a lot, like in geometry I had a lot of paperwork, and then I had one AP class. It was a lot of reading, so it was just balancing it out.
Wow. Sounds like you guys need some noggin educational coaching. That's what it sounds like to me.
For real.
Because
Quick
what
promo.
we do is we come in and look at your entire environment, not just your grades, but actually what type of student
You are.
that you are. And clearly these types of things are distractions and can lead to shorter attention spans, focus, or that itch. You guys ever get an itch, like if you haven't had like that phone near you, like you start getting anxiety and like like talk to me about that. The fix.
I honestly, whenever I come home from football practice in the fall, I will immediately get on it. First off, my priority when I get home from football practice is to eat.
Yeah.
So I gotta eat, and then I'll just sit on the couch. If it's a Monday night, I'll watch Monday Night Football. Just chill, eat.
That's like 3 hours.
Oh, I mean, I watch the first half, and then I'm like, okay, now I can go chill in my bed.
But what
I
if
can
it's a
chill in
good
my bed
game?
on social media?
Well-
It's a good game. If it's not the Dallas Cowboys, it can wait.
Dang.
Oh well, if it's Dallas Cowboys,
Hey,
that's usually you may watch the first quarter and then move on.
Oh, come on. If it's an AFC matchup, which is usually on Monday Night Football, it's not worth watching because
I ain't
the real
watching
team's in the
now.
NFC.
Oh, here we go.
Come on now.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So, what about you guys? Do you have to have that fix?
Yeah.
Do you have to have it?
I
Just say it. Come on, just
personally
say
don't
it.
think I do. When I need to relax, I go to YouTube and I watch videos or I'll watch TV
Right.
just to get my mind off of stuff.
Mhm.
But I'm never like, oh, I have to see what people are posting or anything like that. That's not the fix for me.
For me, I feel like it used to be like that. Like, I get home and I'd, like, go on Snapchat. I was like, I have to see what everyone's posting. I have to text all these people back. But now it's like, I've kind of stopped caring. So it's like, I don't
Okay.
feel the need to, like, check every 5 seconds to see who's texting me. Or, like, oh, what did so-and-so just post? Like, I don't really feel the need to anymore.
Okay.
So that's kind of helped kind of ease back on it.
Yeah.
So, because usually if I'm on social media, I use it more, like, idea-based. So I'll use like Instagram, like on the explore page, and kind of be like, oh, like this is a cute outfit, or like, oh, this makeup is cute, or stuff like that. And same with kind of Pinterest. I'll just scroll through and see like things I like. But I've gotten off of I need to be on it so I can stay updated on what's happening.
Can you go an entire day without touching your phone except to answer phone calls?
Well,
And texting?
I feel like it'd be really boring.
yeah, it'd be
I can, but it's.
But I don't.
texting.
I can. Technically, I
Well,
could,
okay,
but
about a year ago, I decided to delete all social media
oh man.
for a good amount of time, just because. Not because my parents forced me or anything. It was because I was genuinely just annoyed with people and drama, and it was just okay. I'm just gonna delete it and ignore everyone for a little bit. And after that, I realized I don't need it. Like, life is just fine without it. So I use it when I want to, but it's not a thing that I always have to be on.
Right.
And so I'm more like Snapchat. I used to communicate. I don't check people's stories anymore, which is what they post.
okay.
I use it to communicate with people. Instagram, I don't really look through feed that much. So what my friends are posting, I'll just use the explore.
That's what I do, yeah.
Explore page and look at like ideas or funny videos and stuff like that. That's what I use social media for. But
Well, it's different for me because I got a girlfriend, and that usually how we communicate is Snapchat. So, shout out to Ava. It's our 5 months. It's our 5 months today. So you already know.
Precious.
You already know. But yeah. So if I could communicate, or if I'm with her, then I don't really see a need, unless to talk to my dad. But I'm not talking to my dad on Instagram DM like I call him. That would be weird.
So you communicate with your girlfriend via
Snapchat or
Snapchat.
text. Like usually we just text and play iMessage games.
what's that?
You never heard of iMessage games?
No.
you have
Like
an
you
iPhone?
can play like he has an iPhone. You can
Yeah,
play
you
like
can
pool.
play different
We usually play
games.
darts.
And it's like in the
It's
text message.
so much fun.
In the text
Yeah.
it's like virtual, like you're playing each other in real time.
Yeah.
You
Via
click
text.
on it, and then you send the text message of your
Yeah.
play.
So like you play your turn and then you send it and then they're getting it and they can watch you like what you did and then they play their turn and send it back. So it's like
Wow.
texting
Yeah,
but it's
really
a game.
cool.
It's texting. It's a game. Wow.
We play it all the time. I always beat her in darts.
Yeah, they
I
have
like
so many
cup
like
pong.
different I love cup pong.
Cup pong. It's silly.
Cup pong.
It's I don't want to say that word on the air.
Okay.
BEER. It's
Pong.
like that,
Well,
but
yeah,
it's cup pong.
I'm,
Do you know
I'm
what
sure.
that is?
I'm sure. Beer pong. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
oh,
with
it's like
the,
that.
the
Yes.
alcohol, it's just.
You just hit it in the cup.
It's just cup pong, yeah.
It's just
There's no
cup
alcohol
pong.
involved.
It's beer pong without the beer, basically.
It's
Yeah.
a sober experience.
Wow. So back to my question. The question is, could you go a whole day without touching? Do you go a whole day without touching?
No.
Do
Do
I?
I?
No,
No.
come on.
No. Okay. Forget. Could you? Do you?
No.
Nah, if I
Do
was
you?
if I was paid to stay off my phone, yeah, give me the cash. But
So
Like as a choice, no.
Like
As
I
a
can
choice,
do it, but
but I
I
don't.
choose to.
Do you
I-
ever stay a whole day off your phone?
yeah, I do.
Okay.
I know I've gotten. What I did was I consolidated all my apps, onto into categories instead of flipping through. And for me, that helped to taper back what because I realized, do I really need this? Like, do I need to pursue this right now? Especially if I have something more important I need to be addressing in my life. So that's helped me to cut back on. Okay, you want to know what my fix is?
What?
Okay, and I blame my son for this because I was fine until he said, "Dad, you want to play this with me?" I said, "Sure."
no.
War robots.
War robots.
What?
It's pretty awesome. Now I don't really spend any money on it, but you could literally
Spend a lot of money on this.
spend. Some robots are literally like $100.
Oh no way, man.
Oh.
And then if you want to accessorize them and build, like, you have to get levels, you get better armor and better more powerful guns and
Right.
extra little things. You can freeze a robot and make him stand there. You can, you know.
In-app purchases are like they'll get you. 'Cause
Oh yeah.
They will.
Me and my friends, we used to freshman year we played this game called Clash Royale.
I've heard of it.
Such a big game, and my friend Micah, He spent probably $400, $500.
Oh my god.
Where does she have this?
Shout out Micah. He may be
Right?
listening,
Like,
but
You sure are doing a lot of name dropping today.
he's gonna be upset that I said that, but it's all right.
Yeah,
Gotta
well,
be
it can be expensive. You guys ever get sucked into buying stuff?
No.
No. I
You
will
ever been
say
tempted to?
when Fortnite first came out, it was like
Oh,
a
yeah.
big thing. My brother got it, and we were both playing it, but he would always want to buy stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
sure they've spent a lot of money now on it.
Yeah.
I've never
He's
felt
banned
it
from
either.
it now, but
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's right there. He's gonna hear this in about 10 seconds. He's
He over
10
there
second
smiling.
delay. He's gonna hear this.
He's gotta hit me up. We can run some duos sometime.
Yeah. I know even like my son, we've caught him buying stuff. Like his thing is Minecraft. That's the big thing. He's on.
oh,
That was my game.
Me and my friends are getting back
Yeah.
into Minecraft right now.
It really-
we
it-
love Minecraft.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it.
And I'm looking like, you were charged $4.99. What?
Oh no.
What? And so it can be definitely tempting there. Okay. We've only gone through about a third of the questions. But this is so fun.
We can go.
Yeah.
We're
We
having
can go.
fun.
All right. So, how do you think the use of social media has impacted real face-to-face? This is a good one.
Okay.
Face-to-face relationships and interactions.
Okay. It's
They're looking at me like, I don't even know what that is.
many people say that social media like connects us more because now you know what everybody's doing. But what you see on social media is a highlight reel of people's lives.
Yeah,
It's
they only post the
not
best
their
of
real
themselves.
life.
yeah.
So people will be like, oh, like my sister, for example. Hopefully she doesn't mind me saying this. But
Too late now.
my friend was in Alaska the other day, and she was like, oh, I bet she's having such a good time. Text her. She's like, Alaska looks amazing. I see that you're having a lot of fun. And then her friend's like, I'm actually not really. But just from what you see on Instagram, that's what
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it looks like they're having so much fun. It looks like their life is amazing. But that's just like the
Oh, she's not having
highlights.
fun.
Yeah, in Instagram.
Oh, I
Or
thought you were
in
saying.
Alaska.
I thought you were saying she wasn't in Alaska. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Man, they really can trick you now, make you think in places you aren't even really are. Wow.
Well-
So okay.
So then, when you're with your friends in real life, it's very different because you see the real them, both their highlights and their down times, rather than just the highlights of someone's life.
Uh huh.
Right.
Do
And
you-
it's
Go ahead.
it can tear relationships apart. It can bring relationships together, and it can start relationships. Like
Definitely.
my girlfriend's gone to our school as long as I have. I've always seen her. Like I followed her on Instagram. She didn't follow me back though. Like,
Oh, that's
wow.
rad.
That's tough.
Exposed right quick. But anyway, one of her friends hit me up Christmas break this year, and I'm on Madden, and one of her friends hit me up, and she never hits me up, and she's like, "Yeah, I think you should start talking to her." And I was like, I had never thought about that. So I hit her up on Snapchat, started talking a little bit, and then it just grew from there.
And then it blossomed.
Just blossomed into a beautiful flower.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. So do you think I know people hide behind their phones?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're out somewhere, instead of engaging with someone and interacting with them, they'll flip out their phone, or if you're on an elevator, or if you're in a social environment, like say you're waiting for something, and I'm sure you see it too. It's like
Yeah.
everyone is there, just flip. Do you think it's taken away from being able to actually talk to people? Like, hello, how are you? My name is.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Do
Yeah.
people is human interaction, is that a lost art amongst you young folks?
It is and it isn't, I feel like.
I think our generation is like the splits, like right on the edge. I
Yeah.
feel like the generation behind us is gonna have a very difficult time. But we had life without even the iPhone. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know a little bit. We're not totally in the social media.
For me,
We're on the edge of it.
Yeah.
For me, I kind of do a mix of both. Like I know a lot of people, and it's like when I meet people, I make sure to get their information, their socials, and that's kind of how I talk to them more, get to know that. So the next time I see them, I actually do have stuff to talk about,
Right.
and that kind of builds like friendships. Because I know, like people who go to other schools or in other cities, like I'll see them like a few times a year, and like next time I'll see them, it's never awkward because it's like I feel like I can talk to you, like I've talked to you every week since like
Yeah.
the day I met you, like I can
Right.
talk to you.
Wow.
So.
Wow. So I know we're getting ready to wrap up here. Just some parting words of just wisdom from you guys. What would you share for parents and your peers or your peers? Just something really quick. Just something to take away about social media and being a student and just, whatever comes to mind?
I would say don't wait. Like, don't let them get it so early, but don't let them get it so, like, old. So I'd say probably.
Watch it. How's old is old.
No, like, I'm talking
Watch
about,
it.
like high school. Like, not like old, like.
Me?
No, of course not. Of course not.
Okay.
But, I would say, just make sure that when they're living under your house that their social medias are good and they're private. And when it's private, you can see who's following you and who's not and whatever, stuff like that. So you just make sure that you're safe on the internet for sure. Make sure your children are safe on the internet. And don't wait too long, because I know some people that have just now gotten phones and stuff like that. And like, how you
God
gonna do that to
forbid.
your
And
kid?
they freak out and they haven't learned how to control it correctly.
Right,
And you can miss out on experiences too.
Right, exactly. Like me and my friends have group chats all the time. Hey, y'all want to go to the lake? Hey, you want to go eat and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And like other kids that don't have that, like
They're not going to
they're
the
just
lake.
gonna sit at home and play Fortnite. So
Right. Ladies, what about you? Last thoughts?
My advice would be that you have to watch your kids. And like he said, definitely if they're younger, they need a private account. They should not be on a public account showing everything to random strangers. But just like watch your kids without fully controlling them, because they need to learn from their own experiences. And I feel like if you arm them with like information about how it could affect them, or things like this podcast, it can help them, but without being like, you're only gonna be on it this amount each day and all that stuff. Because if they come to the decision on their own and learn on their own how to control it, that's gonna be better for them.
right,
Gotcha.
I agree with that.
I feel like a lot of parents can think social media is all bad, and there's a lot of good sides to it, like the creative sides. And me personally, I got Instagram because I went to a music camp last week, and that's how a lot of people exchanged information. And like the more I looked at people's accounts, that's kind of how they promoted their music or what they were doing.
Okay.
And that can make those connections and get you like a lot of people, that's how they get gigs, or like how they meet other musicians who they want to work with through social media. And I feel like there's a lot of advantages there, and a lot of things you can miss out on if you're so weary of there's too much going on. Like, I don't want my kid on it. Like, there's a lot of things that can come from, well, I wouldn't say like putting yourself out there, but like if you have something you want to grow in and make yourself known, like I feel like social media is a good way to do it.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we are out of time, so thank you much for joining us today. We always want to let you know about what's happening with Noggin. We're going to focus on the foundation today. So today through August 4th, Noggin Educational Foundation has the hashtag Bought a Backpack Challenge. Each summer we collect brand new backpacks for the students who participate in our summer program. And we also donate to a local Title I school. And so we want to encourage everyone who hears us to, if you go to our website, you'll find out more about it. But we'd love for you to check out more.
So we challenge you to take the hashtag Bought a Backpack social media challenge, and it's very easy. Number 1, buy a backpack. Number 2, take a picture with your backpack. Number 3, post a picture on social media and tag a few friends to do the same. For more info, head to schooldayshow.com.
All right, so next week we welcome Dr. Debbie Ree and Dave Farbo from the Link Project at Texas Christian University, also known as TCU, who talked to us about the importance of play for all school-age students and the impact it has on academic performance.
As always, head to our website, schooldayshow.com, for more info. And remember, you don't ever have to miss a show. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, and Stitcher.
All right. So follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Noggin Foundation. That's Noggin Foundation. And as we always say at the end of our show, that we, or in this case me, are parenting by grace. We depend on God to give us the wisdom, strength every day for what we need to raise our kids into flourishing adults. If you'd like to find out more about this, email us at info@schooldaysedshow.com. Have a great week.
Thank you, guys.
School Days is sponsored by Noggin Educational Foundation. At Noggin, we provide free educational resources to students from low-income families and support to their parents like the preceding broadcast. School Days is made possible by the generosity of listeners just like you. Please consider donating to Noggin at Noggin, Noggin, foundation.org.
This is Carlos Guedes Harpy. I would like to see you